Hello, and how are you? How are you doing today? My name is Sir Nicholas Jones, and in our visual and performing arts lesson today, we're going to be looking at rest. So you notice that in music we have notes that play at different pitches, uh, at different lengths, and we also have silent notes that also play or that will come across in music that also lasts for a particular length. So this is what we want to look at today. So you'd notice that music composers, music arrangers, and performers, they understand this language. So instead of us calling these type of notes silent notes, we want to call them rests. But if you watched our previous video and you understood note values, now that you understand the value of a semibreve, a minim, a crochet, and a quiver, it's going to be very easy for you to understand rests in music. So each note that we have in music has got its corresponding rest. What do I mean by that? We have a minim. Let me start with the semibreve. We have a semibreve note, and we said that a semibreve note has got 4 beats and is called a whorl note. So we also have a semibreve rest that is also called a whorl note and lasts for 4 silent beats. When we are performing a semibreve note, we perform 4 beats. When we come across a semibreve rest, we are silent for 4 beats. Let's go to a minim. A minim has got 2 beats, and we know that a minim is half a semibreve, and we also have a minim rest. So a minim rest, if we come across a minim rest in music, it means that we're going to be silent for 2 beats. And we know that a minim rest is half a semibreve rest. So whatever we learned when we were learning note values is the same thing. We are talking about the same thing, but now we are talking about the silent notes, the rest that corresponds to these notes that we discussed earlier. And we also have a crochet. A crochet has got 1 beat, and we also have a crochet rest. And when you come across a crochet rest in music, it means we are silent for 1 beat. Then we also have a quiver. A quiver has got half a beat, and we also have a quiver rest, which is also half a beat. So it means when you're performing and you come across a quiver rest, you are silent for half a beat. One important thing we need to understand before we close this lesson is for us to be able to identify these rests and possibly to be able to draw them. So be able to identify when you see a minim rest, you must know that this is a minim rest. When you see a crochet rest, you must know that this is a crochet rest. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.